Well, that's how the day's starting. Quick tip, fishing friends, remember to put the plug in your boat before you try to launch on a boat ramp. What's happening, fishing friends? Welcome to another episode out today on the aluminum kayak, and I really mean it today. Do your research before you go out to lakes, especially on the boat. Got here today, learned that this is a no motor lake. I thought it was electric only, but it appears it's no motor. So I've got this for power today. The old wooden oar, not much, but it's getting me around slow. This thing's heavy compared to a kayak, so I'm not very fast, and it's only one-sided, so I can't do the old double-side deal that all the kayak fishermen do. But gonna see what we can do this morning. Got out later than I wanted to as well, so I don't know. Today might be a cluster. I already forgot to put the plug in the boat. I don't know. But what do? We're out here on the water. We're gonna make the best of it and try to catch some stuff. Did I just say messed of it? I can't even talk today. All right. Well, anyway, sun's up. Hopefully the fish are biting. Let's try to catch some. There we go, number one. Yeah, up in that shallow grass. A little bit of ripple on the water. Nice and calm right when I got out here. Switched to the walking bait, had one tied on. Wondered if that little bit of sound might help in this dirty water. All right. Number one on the morning, of course, starting out with the Debo dink, but it's been a morning of trials and tribulations here. Forgot to put the plug in. Found out this is a no motor lake. So I truly am pretty much in an aluminum kayak today. Going around with my little wooden oar. Oh, what do? I don't want that in my finger. That'd be the cherry to the day here. All right, well, there we go. Not a brute to start the day, but it wouldn't be Debos fishing without the obligatory dink. Got him out of the way. Let's find the bigs. Thank you, sir. All right, well, walking bait around some submerged grass next to a shade line. There we go. Oh, another little dude. Well, the Debo dinks are hungry, at least. Look at him. Had him pinned and hog-tied. That's what you get with messing with old Debo. One in the mouth and one in the tail. There's stuff jumping all around. I think most of these are carp. But unfortunately, and not that there's anything wrong with carp, but I'm looking for the bass this morning. All right, number two on the morning. Sir, you're even smaller than the first one. Thanks for biting the topwater, though. All right, couple over here off this little flooded end, just throwing the old walking bait. This is the KVD, what is it, Sexy Dog, the bigger one with the 3 hooks. Just throwing it in kind of a chrome sexy shad. We got some sun this morning, tad bit of clouds and a little bit of ripple on the water, so I'm hoping that kind of flash and a little bit of sexy color does a little bit better in this dirtier water. 2 so far off this one spot. Lots of stuff jumping. Like I said, think mostly carp, but I think there are a bunch of pretty good sized hybrids in here too. Maybe we'll get lucky and hook up with one of those. Those are always fun. Oh, see that guy hit it. Oh, he came back for it. Oh no, he missed it. He's ambitious. He's an ambitious little dude. Wasn't big at all. If it was a big one, that thing would have been smashed. There's a carp right there. It is carp. What up, Mr. Carp? Oh, got him. Oh man, I let that frog sit there. I just changed my battery. Literally just changed my battery. Oh, please tell me I'm recording. Oh, thank gosh. That frog had been just sitting there. I bet that bass was staring at it. That's a good fish. Bet that bass was staring at it. Finally got that new battery in and set the hook on it. Oh my gosh, he is amped up. Not a huge fish, but dang. Best one of the day and on a frog. Oh, hey, that fish is bigger than I thought. Fish is a lot bigger than I thought. Oh, yeah. I bet we got a little 3-pounder there, by golly. All right, I can't believe that. I literally just had to put a battery in. I cast over there and I figured, cast, curse. I was just gonna bring it in and work it anyway, but oh, I'm glad I didn't on the scum frog. Now I know that's not a huge fish, but after today only getting a few dinks on the topwater walker and then nothing for quite some time, that feels like a mammoth and I enjoy it. Talk about all the way back down in there. Got him. All right, man, that fish inhaled that frog. All right, final weight on him. Oh, close, so close. 2 pounds, 15 ounces. That's a 3 in my book. 3-pounder on the day. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, and a 3-pounder on the frog to boot. Thank you, sir. That was a bunch of fun. Go back, eat more frogs. We enjoy it. Yes. I can't believe it. I almost worked that bait in. Just started walking it. Had I caught that fish off camera, I probably would have thrown my GoPro in the lake and retired. That's that little black and yellow scum frog. Y'all saw that in unboxing not too long ago. Just thrown up in these cattails. I've been working back and forth on these. Let's make sure. Just want to make sure that wasn't braid dug in. But I've been working back and forth on these and I've seen carp moving. I saw some stuff kind of swirling back up in here. It didn't look like carp jumping. So I cast back up in this nasty stuff in these reeds. Had it sitting there for I don't know how long, so maybe that's a sign I really need to slow down. It was windy, now it's not. Let's try slowing down just a little bit and see. That's the deal. I doubt we pull any more out of this exact spot, but we got a few more of these scattered reeds here we can try to hit. Maybe grab a couple more at least. The only thing I don't like about this scum frog is the hooks kind of stick up, so it's not 100% weedless. I tried bending them there a little bit ago and it didn't really, oh no. Thank goodness. Nice, nice and subtle. There's another one. Oh my gosh. Sitting up in there. I have done something to that reel handle. It's slipping and clicking. I don't know what the heck's going on with that. All right, there we go. Another Debo dink. Of course, we couldn't follow up a 3-pounder with another 3-pounder. We had to get dinkier. I want to be ruining my reputation on this show. There we go. He might make a pound, but he's on a frog, so we don't care. They're all fun. I'll take any fish on a frog. Go. By golly, there is a fish there too. That's interesting because I worked that whole other side, all those reeds, and couldn't get a single bite. Trying to get as close to this as I can in the shade and just slowly work it out. If I see some wood here, you know what happens when you find wood? Oh, this is super shallow. Got him. Oh, he's a donkey. He's a donkey. Well, I was just coming back through some of this wood because you know what happens. You find wood, you pitch to it. Go figure, you catch a fish. Oh boy, look at that. He was barely hooked. Barely hooked. All right, there we go. Another one to add to the tally. Another Debo dink. Goodness gracious. What am I gonna do with myself? All right, well that was a pretty cool catch there. That was on a subscriber lure. That was Chris, my buddy that sent me all those cool soft plastics. That's one of his big worms. That did the ticket there, and I'm floating. I had to fix my camera strap. Now I'm floating clear out here. Then I didn't thumb my spool. I was just dragging that worm. There was a little extra wood and stuff that floated out a little bit, so just dragging it through that, and one of them grabbed it, picked it up, and just started running with it. It's a fish. What do you know? Come back through this, slow down with the worm. Found a few more, dang it. Now these are your typical Debo dinks. However, we're still catching fish after I almost won. Turned around and went home because this is a no motor lake. Paddling around in my aluminum kayak, catching Debo dinks, dang it. Okay, Chris, well, the worm's working too. Kind of doing a 1-2 punch here. Started out with the topwater, Could use a new hook. I need to carry a hook sharpener. Started out with the Topwater. That bite kind of fizzled. So I'm just throwing this worm and slowly dragging it. We've got some rocks and kind of submerged brush here. See if I can peck a few more out of this. That's a fish. Got him. Not a donk star, but that's another fish, dang it. He's a little chunkier, all off this little point. Okay, okay. You're a little chunkier, dink. All right, well, would you look at that? Another chunky little dink there, all on the worm. Gosh, I don't know how many of that is here. That's off Chris's worm, one of my subscribed fishing friends that sent in all the plastics. Look at that thing, looks great. I don't want to ditch this already. I'm gonna bite just the tip off here. Just the tip. Keep fishing it. Well, looky there. Look what I found. I found a little whopping plop in action. Just a little dude. Broke right at the knot. Look at this. It's like a sign from the fishing god. It's Debo. You need to find more ploppers. Look at that. There's one right there. That's in my favorite color. You know it, or I know it, or somebody knows it, whatever color that is. That's actually my favorite color. Those are two of the best colors. Whoever was using these, oh, and look. Well, it wasn't the snap swivel that broke, but the knot did. Have to replace those hooks, but look at that. All right, fishing friends, just got home off the water. All in all, it was a pretty good day. Started out a little bit rough, not gonna lie. A little aggravated when we started out, but we got through it. Caught some topwater fish. I'm going to show you the combos here as we go through. Caught some topwater fish, transitioned and caught a couple frog fish, and then finally slowed down and caught a few worm fish. Man, I fished for a couple hours after that. Couldn't really find a solid bite, but I did find some lures. Let's take a look at the combos and such. That was what I caught my fish on first thing this morning. That's the KVD. I think they call it the Sexy Dog. It's the larger one, the one with 3 hooks. But, you know, just your regular walking style bait. 3 hooks there. I was throwing that on the Celis rod. That's that medium heavy. I need to do a review of this. That's only a $50 rod, and so, well, it has done pretty good for me. It is a little bit softer, but that's something I'll discuss in my review. And throwing that on the Lew's Classic Pro Reel. So far, that has held up as well. So that was the first combo. The frog combo that y'all have seen a few times. Again, that Lew's Speed Stick. Throwing that on the Revo X. I don't know what the deal is with that. The handle seems to be a little cracky when I set the hook. I don't know, but that's that scum frog in that black and yellow. Caught the biggest fish today, that 3-pounder on that. So liking that one. Now, the only thing with this one, you can barely see it, but the hooks are just a little bit more turned up on this one, so it wasn't completely weedless. But the hookup ratio was good. So that's always kind of a take, give, trade-off. Bend the hooks up, better hookup ratio, but throwing around the reeds and stuff, I didn't like it as much. And last but not least, my worm combo. So that's on that Lew's Custom Speed Stick. There it is. That's the worm. It's kind of like a bluegill-ish color, kind of like a black with blue flake and green pumpkin belly. That's what I caught those bass on. That's the SLX XT reel. Had some 20-pound fluorocarbon on there. And to top off the day, I did end up finding a couple Whopper ploppers. Now those are in the 90 size. That color, oh, I can't think of it. I know it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. Comment below if you know it. We'll see who picks up on that. And the Loon, another good color. Those are two, honestly, of my favorite colors, but not a huge fan of the 90 size. I personally like the 110 as my overall favorite, but heck, for finding 2 lures like that, I'll take them. So all in all, turned out being a pretty good day. Caught some fish, found some lures. Not too bad. Beat sitting at home, and once I found out that lake was a no motor only, I almost went home. I was that close, so glad I stuck it out. But anyway, today's subscribed fishing friend is Radioactive. Thank you, sir, for always watching and commenting. And thank you, everybody else that continues to watch, support my videos. It means the world to me. So thank you all. I got to get out of here and get editing and such. So thanks for watching, and until next time.